Good morning, fans. Holy shit. Oh my god, I was gonna come on here after night one. Oh my god, it was so fucking late. I thought it was gonna be like 11:30. I would have been fine, and then I would have been able to enjoy the rest of the evening and then go to bed at about 1:30, 2 o'clock. I stayed up till fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. I was up at 2 o'clock the previous morning. I'm done. I was done. I was like, I'm not getting out of bed. I passed out. I legitimately didn't want to leave my bed. I was on a high, and I am so happy the way everything came out yesterday between Stand and Deliver and between WrestleMania Night One. Oh my God, there was one hiccup, and you'll understand why I'm not thrilled with the hiccup and everything. But um, I haven't felt like that in fucking God knows how long about a WrestleMania. I truly felt like I was 12, 13 years old last night watching with my grandfather, with my cousin, with my friends, and with my mom, God rest her soul. And it's just last night I had a little bit of a verklempt moment when I was watching this, and I was just having such a good time that I basically, for the first time in over a year, I allowed myself to have a good time. I had a blast yesterday, even though that I was legitimately trying to get things done for the podcast and everything. But I legitimately had a blast yesterday, and today is just an extension of it. For the first time in years, and I'm talking about years, that I was able to enjoy WrestleMania, and I am excited for tonight. I'm excited for two matches: the Roman and Cody match, and the Hell in the Cell with Finn Balor, and Edge. Jesus. Second cup of coffee commencing as we speak right now. I just have it on my warmer. Thank God for coffee, because I wouldn't have been able to deal with this weekend. So, yeah, I'm on a high right now, and especially with the way the match ordered, it was perfect. It flowed perfectly. I we had some surprises, which that was a fucking oh my god. Oh my god, I did not know I needed George Kittle and Pat McAfee as a tag team in my life. Yes. If George Kittle, after his retirement from the San Francisco 49ers, and he wants to join the WWE, I second that. Pat McAfee, he did it again. He fucking did it again. I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay, so we're gonna go into the tag team title match. And I'm like, okay, I'm here for it. I'm like, wow, we're gonna be actually out of here before midnight. I heard it. So fucking Cole is fucking hilarious, and he's like, he freaking did it again. He was there, and I think this is going to be a thing now because it's hilarious, and Graves just sold it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is hysterical. He's like, is he gonna come here and do the commentary? And he's like, I'm getting out of here, and I'm gonna retire, whatever the case may be. It was hilarious. I haven't had this much fun, and I'm legitimately showing it today because it's been a long time since I've had a good time, especially in this apartment. People think that, because I'm a wrestling fan, that I live in my mother's basement, or, I'm just a wrestling mark, and I do this, and they don't understand what I have to go through on a daily basis. Okay. I have a 17-year-old child that's severely autistic. Okay. I've been through the ringer a little over a year, I lost my mother. I lost my two great aunts. I've been through trials and tribulations. I've been dealing with my son and the loss of his grandmother. It's been very hard. Last year's WrestleMania, I didn't even fucking cover it. I could care less about what was going on YouTube. I didn't. I said I'm gonna watch WrestleMania as a fan, not do criticizing. I was just gonna just zone out for whatever time. Because I legitimately 2 weeks prior I lost my mother. This year has been this WrestleMania. It was something that my mother sent to me because she knew that I needed this. I was looking forward to it. I was just basically, needing this. I needed this to, enjoy, and I'm crying now because it's just, she made sometimes WrestleMania for me for a special, it was a special occasion because this was always surrounded by my birthday. When I went to WrestleMania 10, my father made it was my birthday present because I'm a little older than WrestleMania. It was WrestleMania 39, and I'm 40 going to be 41. So when WrestleMania 10 was around, I was like 12 years old. I was just about to turn 12 years old. I'm sorry, but my nose is about to start running and I need to wipe it. So my mother always made it a point that when WrestleMania season came around, it was my birthday. It was my birthday season because I was legitimately, my birthday is in like a month and a couple days. So my mom always made sure, like, okay, when I was a kid, I got to have whatever I wanted for dinner. I got to have whatever I wanted as snacks. That was my day. That was one of my days, and she wanted to make it special. As I got older and and I'm an adult and everything, and I had my son and everything, my father moved away to Florida. So he always tried to make sure that even though he's in Florida, he always made sure that my birthday was special, and he always made sure that I got to watch WrestleMania. There was maybe a couple of WrestleManias that I missed due to the fact that I had to work and, I was with friends and those, but when I was able to watch it, he always made sure that he paid for it, or, he always made sure that I was able to see it. And last night was no different. My father had bought me a streaming stick, so now I could take the Peacock or the Peacock network, and it's on my television now, so I can watch it on my TV and enjoy it not on a tablet, a computer, or a smartphone. And he bought me that last year. He plugged it in as he was getting ready to go to the airport after he was up here for my mother, dealing with my mother and dealing with the whole situation of, squaring her away, getting her body ready to go to the crematorium and whatnot. And in one ways this year, my mother, no matter how much she haunts me, she still makes something, and she always makes it special for me. That I normally go see my son every other Saturday, so coincidentally, WrestleMania was a weekend that I go see my son. So I was able to just enjoy it, do whatever I wanted and whatnot. And she knew that I needed this weekend because my son's going to be coming home on Wednesday for Easter break, for spring break. For the people that don't know what Easter is, I'm Roman Catholic, and this is one of my high holidays. So my son's going to come home. We're going to hopefully the weather's going to be okay, and we're just going to have fun. This is a fun time now because now things are starting to be a little bit more clearer in my life. I didn't know if I was going to stay here or move or whatnot, but I'm most likely going to be staying in my apartment. Now, this is now my apartment. This is not my mother's apartment. This is now my apartment. And for the people who think that I live in my mother's house or whatnot, it was always my house. I paid half the bills. we couldn't live alone because of the financial situation. So now this is my apartment. This is my own house. I have my own apartment, and I come on here to vent, to have a good time, to just shoot the shit, give you my take on wrestling and everything. And I'm blessed to have people in my life that who are just there for me. And I need that. I don't need people that who are going to just be in my corner just to say that, oh, I was in your corner from the start, and you should acknowledge me. I'm not fucking goddamn. They're not fucking Roman Reigns. I'm the motherfucking Roman Reigns. Acknowledge me, all right? So, tonight is going to be one wing ding of a night. Multiple shirts are going to be worn today, okay? Multiple shirts. I'm going to start out because I know that Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns are at the end of the day. I'm wearing this until I go take a shower because I got to represent the new SmackDown Women's Champion today. I also have to put on my blue because today's World Autism Awareness Day. I got to take that picture. I got to make sure that I blow up in Instagram, all my social media. So this weekend was a wave of emotions, but I'm happy. Tonight's night 2. Let's get into the review of Stand and Deliver because I told you I was going to do both because I could have done the separate one, but I wanted to relax before because I had to cook myself dinner. I had to, get ready and everything like that. So I said, you know what, make my job a lot easier. I'm going to just do the review of both with the night 1. So let's get down to brass tacks here, okay? You know what I do. Come on, please. You've been here from the start. I'm going to plug the people that I support wholeheartedly, and we're going to just get right into the meat potatoes of everything. And as time goes on, I'm going to give you my takes throughout the match or at the end of each match, like what should have gone and whatnot. I am thinking of doing something on Twitter, Periscope, Twitter Live. I may do like just to test it out. I have my tablet and I may go on maybe TikTok or Twitter or whatever to do maybe like a live reaction on. I may do it maybe tomorrow night for Raw. I just want to test this out to see if, it would make a difference because I can't do it on YouTube because I ain't dealing with that shit. Fucking WWE could go suck an egg. So I'm going to maybe do that tomorrow night. I don't know. I can do it through here. I could set it up on Twitter and we could do it through there. And then I could watch it in here on my computer and I could watch the Mania, Raw after Mania, and give you my, I would legitimately have to have the sound in my ear because I have one of those regular earbuds with the cord. So I may do that so I don't get any content violations or whatnot. So I may do that. So I don't know. I may with the word may in. So let's get down to Stand and Deliver and WrestleMania Night 1. But first, please do me a favor. Go check out the people over at Harry's.com for all your shaving and toiletry essentials. Also, please go do me a favor and go check out the people over at Maestro Classics at maestroclassics.com and get all your beard essentials. Please do me a favor. If you want to murder your thirst, go check out the people over at Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com. They're not just sparkling water anymore. They are in the iced tea business. So go check them out. They have 3 great flavors. And I'm still hunting the peach down. Jesus, it's like freaking hunt and peck here. If you are looking for a great coffee, a strong coffee, a very caffeinated coffee, please do me a favor and go check out the people over at Deathwish Coffee at deathwishcoffee.com and go sample all their coffee. Plus, if you are more of a, you want to not support a big business and you want to support a small business, please do me a favor and go check out my friend Diana sent me this with candle, and I forgot to burn the motherfucking thing. I'll do it tonight, and I'll even make a quick video. Go check out For the Sparrows at forthesparrows.ca, and you can find them on social media. For the Sparrows, that's their handle. There's a really cool story which I'm going to make a YouTube short for, so that that you can always. I'm gonna let's say go to my shorts and you can find it and everything like that. Her story. Imagine a woman on the streets coping with addiction, homelessness, and a trauma-filled past, feeling alone and without choices. She sells her body to survive. She's hopeless. One Friday night, as she stands on the side of the road waiting for her next customer, an outreach worker approaches her. She is offered kindness, prayer, and a gift with a card that reads, "Are you done? Are you done?" She thinks on those words and recognizes she's done. Done being alone. Done living with a lifestyle of pain and trauma. She reaches out and takes the first step in healing and recovery journey. Within a short time, she moves into safe housing and attends classes in the day program. She finally has hope. There are people who believe in her. For the Sparrows empowers her to move towards the life she has dreamed of. She's regaining her identity, dignity, and believes in herself again. Through hands-on training, she learns tangible job skills for the first time in her life. Roasting Sparrow blend coffee is one way she chooses to change her future. It's from the beans are from Nicaragua, and it has subtle dried fruits and toffee. And it's a light roast, and it's women who empower women. And I loving the coffee. I now am going to make that my Saturday morning coffee when I'm home, and because I want to savor this coffee and whatnot. So please go check that out at forthesparrows.ca. Please also do me a favor and go check out if you want to watch independent wrestling. They're having their next event, which is in April, and it's Resurgence. It's HOG, House of Glory. Go check them everything out, all the information, and if you can get tickets, you can go on their website and go to hogwrestling.net. And there's some really good matches, and they have some of their events on Fight TV, and you could go and check them out. And you can pay a fee for a month, and you can basically enjoy Fight TV Plus. And there's a lot of good content on there, and I'm wholeheartedly, I'm a member. So, all right, Stand and Deliver. Stand and Deliver was a bunch of this. There was maybe 3 matches that I was caring about, and one match in particular, and I am glad they freaking lost. Because let me tell you something, if they would have won, I would have been even more pissed. I'm happy that that I was wrong about the match, and you'll know why as we're going on. So, all right. Stand and Deliver is NXT's biggest show of the year. Hence, the show promises an exciting afternoon of action. One of the most anticipated matches of the show is the NXT Championship match between Braun Breaker and Carmelo Hayes. Another highly anticipated match is the NXT Women's Championship ladder match, which was not needed. The complete card match for the show is followed. The unsanctioned match, Johnny Gargano versus Grayson Waller, NXT Women's Tag Team Championship, Kiana James and Fallon Henley versus Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Fatal five-way match for the NXT North American Championship. Wesley versus Ilya Dragunov. JD McDonough versus Dragon Lee and versus Axiom. Triple threat tag team match for the NXT Tag Team Championship match. Gallus versus the Creed brothers versus the family. Tony D and Stacks. 8-person mixed tag team match. Chase University, Tyler Bate, and Tyler Bate versus Schism, which was the Grizzly Young Veterans, which I really wish they were back. Oh my god, they were so good. And Joe Gacy is better off alone instead of being a team player. He can legitimately be that next breakout superstar. But he's got to fucking goddamn carry fucking Dwayne The Rock Johnson's fucking daughter. Which we all know fucking since Vince McMahon is now an employee now. Again. She's going to be jammed down our throat worse than Charlotte. If you think Charlotte is bad, wait. And then we have the NXT Women's Ladder match for the NXT Championship. Roxanne Perez versus Zoe Starks versus Gigi Dolan versus Tiffany Stratton versus Lyra Valkyrie versus Indy Hartwell. And then we have the NXT Championship, which is Braun Breaker and Carmelo Hayes. We had the Stand and Deliver opener, which was like a dark match. Chase University and all of them, they make their way out to the ring. The match begins with Andre Chase with a hip toss. Bate tags in and attacks him. Hale comes in, but Ava doesn't want to face her. Gacy attacks Chase from behind and slams him. Chase fights back and tags in Bate, who continues the attack. Bate with a standing shooting star. Gacy tags out to Ava. She shoves Ava with a knee to Thea and follows it up with a German suplex. Hale fights back with a back elbow and slams her. She hits a senton cover. 1-2, Reed makes the save. Bate tags in and attacks Reed. Fallow tags in and they double team Bate. Bate with a suplex. He tags in Chase, who attacks Gacy and body slams him. He climbs up the top and hits the crossbody. Bate tags in and hits a clothesline. Bate sends to the outside. Fowler and Reed double team Chase. Duke Hudson comes in and takes them out. Ava slaps in and Hale jumps on Ava and attacks her. She then hits the DDT on Reed. Gacy with a big boot to Hudson. Bate with a pop-up and bang. Hudson accidentally attacks Bate with a big boot. Gacy with a clothesline, cover 1-2. Chase makes the save. Schism teams up on Chase. Ava Rain slams Thea Hale. Hudson comes in and Gacy whispers something in his ear. He offers him a t-shirt and then, basically, Shield style, he did the double turn. They hug and Hudson rips the shirt and they brawl in the ring. They kick Schism in the ring. They put him back in the ring. Bate tags in Hudson and hits a flatliner for the win. Winner Chase University and Tyler Bate. So Chase University, which is Andre Chase, keeps the Chase University. Ladder match for the NXT Women's Championship. Roxanne Perez versus Zoe Starks versus Gigi Dolan versus Tiffany Stratton versus Lyra Valkyrie versus Indy Hartwell. So they all go out to the ring. They have the open package for the NXT Stand and Deliver. Tiffany Stratton, they all go out and they make their way out to the ring. So they all start brawling in the ring. Lyra and Indy clash using ladders on the outside. They both take each other out with a clothesline. Perez with a head scissors on Stark, and she attacks Stratton in the corner. She sends Stark out of the ring and hits a suicide dive on Indy. Stratton takes out Roxanne. Gigi attacks her and knocks down Stark. She then kicks Stratton in the head. She brings a ladder into the ring but is knocked down by Stark. Indy with a clothesline to both Stark and Stratton. She attacks Stark and Stratton with a ladder. Lyra takes her out with a dropkick. Valkyra and Roxanne fight for the ladder. Lyra picks Perez. She kicks GD and suplexes her into the ladder, which was nasty. Indy attacks Stark with the ladder. Stark with a neckbreaker on Stratton. Lyra sets up a ladder in the ring. Stark stops her and sends her into the ladder. Valkyra and Stratton climb to the ladder. She knocks Stratton off the ladder. Indy kicks Stark out of the ring and climbs the ladder. Stratton and Perez join her. Indy gets down and knocks them off the ladder. Indy climbs the ladder but is stopped by Gigi Dolan, who sends her into the ladder. Dolan places a ladder in the corner as like a bridge. She knocks down everyone using the ladder. Gigi with a back body drop on Valkyrie on the ladder. She sets her up on the ladder. Starks with a crossbody on Valkyrie. Gigi sets up another ladder in the ring. Stratton picks her up and slams her into the ladder. Perez sends her into the turnbuckle. Perez climbs the ladder, but Stratton stops her and they both crash down. Stratton attacks Perez in the corner. Indy with a spinebuster on the ladder. She climbs the ladder but is stopped by Zoe Starks, who attacks her with a ladder. Starks dived onto Indy. She takes out Indy. Starks climbs the ladder but is stopped by Perez. Perez with the pop rocks. Stratton sent to the outside. Perez climbs the ladder but Gigi stops her. She slams Perez into the ladder multiple times. She then hits a crucifix bomb. Lyra Valkyrie attacks Dolan. She hits a dropkick on Stark. Valkyrie climbs the ladder but is stopped by Dolan. Valkyrie hugs the ladder. Dolan climbs the ladder but Valkyrie stops her. She is thrown off the top. JC Jane appears and knocks Dolan off the ladder. She cost Dolan the title, basically. Stratton climbs the ladder but is sent off the ladder onto the other participants, a la Ricochet. Dexter Lumis appears and helps Indy climb the ladder and to retrieve the belt. Winner and new NXT Women's Champion Indy Hartwell. She finally did it. She's at the top and well deserved. Now this is her division. And she's going to excel at it big time. A little black and gold. It was a little, I got a little verklempt, okay? Triple threat tag team match for the NXT Tag Team Champions. Gallus versus the Creed Brothers versus Tony Stacks and Tony D'Angelo. The Creed Brothers, they all make their way out to the ring. The match begins an all-men brawl. Wolfgang tags in and they all take down each other. Mark Coffey knocked down Julius with a body slam on Stacks. Tony with a clothesline. Stacks with a dropkick to Julius. Stacks with a neckbreaker to Julius. The Creed brothers wipe everyone out with a moonsault. They double team Wolfgang. Brutus slams Mark Coffey. He climbs to the top rope and goes for a dive, but is caught. He tags out Wolfgang and attacks Brutus. He then body slams Tony, but Brutus tags out and Julius attacks everyone. He hits the belly-to-belly suplex on Tony. Stacks takes down Julius. He hits a crossbody. The Creed brothers hit the double-team Doomsday device. Brutus is sent into the post. Julius gets Stack back in the ring. Tony with a suplex on Julia. Stacks with a splash. Cover 1-2. Mark Coffey makes the save. Tony plants Coffey. They double team him. Cover 1-2. Joe Coffey makes the save. Gallus hits their double team move for the win. Mark Coffey's back in the fold. We are a go. I got a little scent of NXT UK. We go to the back. Johnny Gargano is shown backstage. Pretty Deadly are backstage, and they appreciate the NXT Women's title match. They gag while they're mentioning Gallus. They say they are outside Braun Breaker's locker room. They decide not to disturb him in the end. Fatal 5-way match for the NXT North American Championship. My favorite one was obviously the inaugural one. I got a soft place for fucking Adam fucking Cole. I'm sorry, baby. Wesley versus Ilya Dragunov versus JD McDonough versus Dragon Lee versus Axiom. They all walk to the ring. They do their entrances, whatnot. They all brawl in the ring. McDonough attacks West in the corner. Ilya attacks Axiom in the cornium. Dragon Lee attacks JD McDonough from behind and hits a Hurricane Rana. He hits a combination offense. He attacks Ilya with a drop kick. Dragon Lee drops Axiom. He then dives onto Wesley and Axiom. Dragon kicks Wesley but has no effect. Lee with a flurry of strikes. Ilya went sent into the turnbuckles. West dives but misses and lands on his feet. Lee kicks McDonough. JD attacks West from behind. JD knocks down Dragon Lee and hits Ilya with a knee. He attacks Wesley. JD hits the moonsault on Ilya and Axiom. He hits the Spanish Fly on Dragon Lee. He then hits the Devil Inside. Cover 1-2. Ilya stops the count. They all drop kick JD. Ilya hits the German suplex on JD. He chops down Wesley and attacks Dragon and Axiom. He hits a German suplex on West. He takes out Axiom with a clothesline. Ilya with a knee drop to Dragon. He picks up Wesley and hits a cannonball on to Dragon Lee. In the corner, he hits the senton off the top rope. He climbs the top rope but is knocked down by JD. Axiom takes out JD. Axiom with a moonsault on Ilya and JD. Wesley and Dragon battle on the top rope. Dragon with a double stomp to West. Axiom takes out Ilya and JD. He hits the double Northern Lights. He looks for the ankle lock, but JD attacks him. Axiom with a super kick. He locks both JD and Ilya in a submission hold. Ilya with a powerbomb on Dragon Lee and JD covered. 1-2. Wesley makes the save. West goes for the golden ration, and it's caught with a super kick. Dragon with a German suplex. Ilya takes out Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee with a powerbomb. Cover 1-2 kick out. Axiom with a DDT. Cover 1-2 kick out. Dragon Lee with a Hurricane Rana. Ilya with a boot. He then hits the suplex and a forearm cover. 1-2. Lee and Dragon make the save. Ilya is attacked by both West and Dragon. West with a super kick. Dragon with a jumping knee. Ilya takes out Dragon Lee. He goes for a Moscow torpedo, but Wesley hits the golden ratio with the win, and Lee picks up the win and retains. We go to the back. Pretty Deadly are backstage, and they say the unsanctioned match is next, but they're looking for a scoop from Carmelo Hayes. Trick Williams comes out and asks them to shut up and says no one's ready for Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes can get rid of fucking Trick Williams. Please. Yeah, he's obnoxious. Carmelo Hayes is the star. Trick Williams is not. He is the Genetti upon Genettis. Shit. This was one of my favorite matches, and I'm going to be bluntly honest, because this fucking had black and gold through and motherfucking through. When you have Johnny Gargano in a match like this, it's black and gold through and through. The unsanctioned match between Johnny Gargano and Grayson Waller. We start off the match with Johnny Gargano super kicking Waller and hits the suicide dive on him. He sends Waller over the announce desk. Gargano dives onto Waller. He hits a slingshot spear and hits him with a trash can. I don't understand why it's an unsanctioned match. Why did we need to have the pin inside the ring? It should have been like wherever, It was an unsanctioned match. Jesus Christmas. He sends Waller outside the ring. Gargano goes for a dive, but Waller snatches him with a trash can lid. He then hits Gargano with a chair. He picks up Gargano on the apron, but slips out. Waller with a buckle bomb. Waller goes for a power bomb, but he escapes and kicks him in the head. He then suplexes Waller on a bunch of chairs that was set up at ringside, like a bed almost. Gargano sends Waller. Waller hit with a steel chair. Gargano with a reverse Hurricane Rana. Gargano places Waller on the table and climbs up on the top rope and gets down. Waller hits. I gotta reread this. Sorry. Gargano sends Waller in the ring. Gargano pulls out a table underneath the ring. Waller with a jumping knee. Waller goes for a super kick, but it's caught with an enziguri. Waller hit with a steel chair. Gargano with a reverse Hurricane Rana. Gargano places Waller in the table and climbs to the top, but gets down. Waller hits a stunner before the power bomb through the table. Cover 1-2 kick out. Waller attacks Gargano with a steel chair and continues to viciously punch him. Waller with a side slam on the chair. Cover 1-2 kick out. Waller hits Gargano with a kendo stick. Waller hits Gargano with a kendo stick and mocks Candice LeRae. Waller tries to attack him with the chair, but he escapes and hits him with a kendo stick. Candice comes out from the crowd. She had Quill. Oh my God. This baby, I swear to you not, between Troy Strong is Roderick Strong's son, and Baby Quill, I'm done. When I see Triple H holding Baby Quill, I'm like, all right, this is enough. I'm a mom. This fucking goddamn got to my heartstrings, okay? When anything has to do with a baby, I'm done. You stick a fork at me, I'm done. Just let's move on. So she attacks him with the kendo stick, and boy, did she lay into him. Gargano also attacks him from behind and hits the one final beat. Cover 1-2 kick out. He locks in the Gargano escape, but escapes by gouging his eyes. The drop kick, he kicks him and hits the unprettier. Waller places the trash can around Gargano's head and climbs to the top rope. He hits the coast-to-coast cover 1-2 kick out. Waller places Gargano on the announcer's desk. He climbs to the top rope, but is hit in the face with a steel chair. Gargano powerbombs Waller through a table. Waller with a low blow. He then hits the stunner, cover 1-2 kick out. Waller hits Gargano with a steel chair. He does it again, multiple times. Gargano with a low blow. Gargano with a couple of chair shots. He placed a chair around Waller's head and hits it with another chair. He locks in the Gargano escape and Waller taps out. I love this match. Oh, all I and they showed a video package right up until this match, and I heard more Ronaldo. God, I miss that man. The matches that he called, I swear to Jesus, it feels like when he was calling a match, it was like a ballet or it felt like Bach, Beethoven, Mozart. I felt like it was a symphony. It felt so, oh my god, the chills I had. You go back and watch any fucking takeover, just takeovers alone with Morinalo, you will understand what the fuck I'm trying to get at. Amazing stuff that he's done. And I miss him. And I'm sorry, Booker T and Vic Joseph doesn't do it justice. And I am pissed off that they could have fucking got rid of Vic Joseph, or they could have added more Nigel McGuinness, because there was always a 3-man, and they had one for the heels and one for the faces. Nigel would have melded perfectly, and he would have been able to do that while NXT Europe was being, and he could have been that Morrow, you know? He could have been that Morrow. He could have been the one to basically get himself ready to be the lead commentator on NXT Europe, but he's at Ring of Honor, and I'm pissed off about that. That's just another fucking situation in a nutshell that I don't want to get into. I will be getting into that on episode 285. Do me a favor, while you're here, like, subscribe, and share my videos. Please turn my bell on for all notifications so you know what's going on. And please follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Also follow me on Snapchat and Facebook. So yeah, seriously. We go back to the back. Tony Stacks are backstage and says they let the family down. Pretty Deadly come in and say their hopes and dreams have come crashing down. Tony says they aren't quitters. Tony yells, Pretty Deadly. They begin arguing, and WWE officials separate them. So, legitimately, this was a fucking bathroom break. Honestly, I went and got a soft drink, and I did something else, and pretty much came in and I got the gist of it, basically. The match begins with Fire diving into James. Henley and Isla brawl in the ring. Fallon with a bulldog, cover 1-2 kick out. Henley tripped by Fire, who then hits her with a knee. Fire tags out and Isla continues the attack. Isla tags out and Fire attacks her. Henley slaps Fire. Henley tags out and James attacks both of them. Fire and Dawn went out of the ring. James with a back suplex, cover 1-2 kick out. James with a spine buster. Isla grabs Henley and Fire attacks her in the corner. Henley with a blockbuster, cover 1-2 kick out. Dawn fights back and tags out. Fire and Dawn hit a double team. Cover 1-2. James makes the save. Henley set up on the top rope. James tags in and powerbombs Fire. Cover 1-2 kick out. 1-2. Dawn makes the save. Isla Fire with a super kick. Cover 1-2. Henley makes the save. James with a jawbreaker. She asks Brooks for her bag. Fire kicks her and they hit the double team finisher for the win. Winners and new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Finally, Isla Dawn has gold. She didn't get the gold in NXT UK. She finally gets, and very well deserved. Unlikely fucking pair, too. For the main event, NXT Championship Braun Breaker versus Carmelo Hayes. Now I'm going to address the 6,000-pound elephant in the room. I heard about Braun's father with his transphobic comments. I want to know what the fuck he said before we do a judge. If it's what I think of, it's free speech. If it's what I don't think of, then it's out to lunch for me right now. If he said something derogatory, I'm not that at all. I'm not. But if it's what I'm thinking, you can't fault the guy. You know, if it's his beliefs, what are we to stomp on his beliefs? I mean, you know, to tell you the truth, I'm going to let you in on something. My faith, which I question on a fucking daily basis, does not believe in that. All right? Doesn't believe in that whole group of people. Okay? And I'm supposed to go with that. People are going to be who they want to be, but facts are facts, okay? I am not part of that group. Even though I'm bisexual, I'm not part of that group. I don't think like them. I'm more conservative. All right? I think like what I was brought up with my grandparents who are old school. I'm old school thinking. And that makes me not a very popular person in this day and age. But with what, I don't know what fucking Braun Breaker's father, Rick Steiner, said. I don't. Not whatsoever. And I want to make sure what I know, because I can't judge on that. If I don't know something, I can't make a judgment call. If he said something really, really bad, I am going to be the first one to stand with Giselle. But I got to find out what he said. And, you know, that's the end of it. That's where I stand right now. I know it's a hot button topic right now. But I can't judge what I don't know. I'm going to do my research today. You'll hear more of it on episode 285 this week. It's going to be on at 2 p.m. Thankfully, it's the only fucking podcast this week. I can actually enjoy myself. And probably, and then you'll see Ring of Honor TV on 8 a.m. on Saturday. So, and anyway, go check everything out on my YouTube channel. They have the review of Ring of Honor, a Supercard of Honor. Let's get back to the business at hand, and let's go through the championship match, which was great. And I feel bad for fucking Braun Breaker because this actually overshadowed him. Now he's going to have to be booked as a heel. Fucking Rick Steiner. I mean, Jesus Christ, this is one of the biggest matches of fucking his son's career, and he fucked this up with his behavior. He could. I mean, I understand he couldn't keep his mouth shut. I mean, he can say whatever the hell he wants. But Jesus Christ, pick your spots. This could have been in another WrestleCon where your fucking son wasn't in a prominent role. That I don't fucking approve of. I mean, I do have a heart. I mean, I'm not cold and heartless, you know. Anyway, let's get to match at hand. So, that's out to lunch, that situation, all right? Give me that. The match begins with Braun slams Hayes. Carmelo with a dropkick. Braun knocks down Hayes. Hayes goes for a springboard dive, but no effect on Braun. Braun with a Hurricane Rana hits a suplex and a moonsault. Cover 1-2 kick out. He goes to work on Hayes. Braun suplexes Hayes. He drop kicks Braun. Hayes attacks Braun in the corner. Hayes takes out Braun with a springboard move. Cover 1-2 kick out. He locks in a submission hold. Braun escapes by rolling up Hayes. Hayes attacks Breaker in the corner. Braun with a shoulder tackle. Braun attacks Hayes and goes to work on him. Trick Williams gets on the apron and saves Carmelo Hayes. Why wasn't that Carmelo say to Trick Williams, I have to do this myself because I got a lot to still prove. This is the biggest match of my career. I need you away. I need to prove this to myself. If he was a stand-up champion, or he should have, because now he doesn't even know if he could really have done it on his own. Just saying. It was, and I saw some of the builds up to it. I saw some of the build up to it via Twitter, via Instagram, and I'm like, damn it, when I saw this, I said, shit, this should have been fucking one-on-one. Trick Williams should have been brought to the back, told by Carmelo Hayes to stay in the back, get the party ready, blah, 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 and have Carmelo Hayes do it on his own, and then have that moment. Fucking Trick Williams fucking ruined this whole situation. But I know what's going to happen. It always happens. A la Shawn Michaels and Psycho Sid or Kevin Nash, whatever the case may be. And I don't understand why Shawn Michaels' old storylines are coming out on fucking NXT TV. It blows my motherfucking mind, okay? So Trick Williams gets on the apron and saves Carmelo Hayes. The referee ejects him from the match, and Breaker dives onto both of them. He climbs to the top rope and hits a bulldog. Hayes with a DDT and a cutter. Cover 1-2 kick out. Hayes climbs the top rope and dives but misses. Hayes with a pump kick. He suplexes him. Cover 1-2 kick out. Climbs the top rope again, but Breaker hits the Hurricane Rana. Both men exchange strikes. Breaker slams Hayes, but with the transition into a submission hold. Breaker escapes and hits the spear, taking out the referee as well. He locks in the camel clutch, and Hayes taps. Trick attacks Braun with the title belt from behind. He places Hayes on Braun. Cover 1-2 kick out. Hayes drops Breaker and climbs to the top rope, hitting nothing but net for the win. Winner, Carmelo Hayes, and he is now the new NXT champion. Where Braun Breaker goes is yet to be seen. And they did the, passing the torch situation, which fucking Trick Williams, if he wasn't there, it would have been about those two. And that's how you end a close to a takeover you could ever get to this weekend. So that was that, but it wasn't really over the top. It was a afternoon of wrestling, which it was enjoyable. It wasn't like I'm gonna go to sleep in 2 minutes. Now, build on this. Build the television on this. You'll maybe get me coming back a little bit more and more, Please, we're gonna go right into night one, but please do me a favor. Today is World Autism Awareness Day. Please go put on a shirt that's blue, a hoodie that's blue, whatever, something blue. And please do me a favor, if you want to make a video or you just want to just take a picture, take a selfie, please do me a favor, tag me into it throughout my social media. I don't care where you are at, tag me into it. Then I want you to hashtag it World Autism Awareness, and then you could do hashtag April 2nd. Please do this, because we are the voice of the voiceless. I'm my son's advocate. I've been an advocate before advocacy was cool. Mr. Paul Heyman. We need to start doing this. We need to get this, maybe not a thing, or maybe a thing to get over this situation. 1 in 36 kids are diagnosed with autism a year now. It's staggering. When my son was diagnosed, it was like close to 200, 1 in 200 kids. Now it's this. It's going to get progressively worse. It's now not just a thing. It's now an epidemic. We need more funding. And I know cancer, AIDS, and all that stuff. Granted, you know, but we also need to be doing this because what do you call it? These are the people that could be our caretakers. These are the people who could be changing the world, and we need to support them. So please light the social media up blue because it doesn't stop just for one day, 1 month. It's 365 in my household. I love my son. I'm his advocate, and I'm proud to be his advocate. I am proud to be his mother. I am proud of him every single day. He fights every single day. Let's do this. Let's make this happen. Let's not have 36 kids be diagnosed with autism. Let's make it, 0, Sorry, I get a little verklempt. I'm sorry. WrestleMania Night 1. Oh, shit. This was... Again, I had a blast last night. I'm exhausted, but I had a blast last night. All right. WrestleMania 39 was coming from Inglewood, California. And it was at the SoFi Stadium where the Chargers and the Rams play. WrestleMania 39 is finally here. In like recent years, the show will be spread across 2 nights. Night 1 promises an exciting night of action as the Usos defend their tag team titles against Sami Zayn in the complete card match in the main event. The match card goes as followed. SmackDown Women's Championship, Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. The United States Championship, Austin Theory versus John Cena. The Undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship, the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Becky Lynch, Lita, Trish Stratus versus Damage Control, Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. Braun Strowman, Ricochet, and the Street Profits Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders. We go to WrestleMania's Open. Becky G sings America the Beautiful. The opening package for the show airs. The Miz music plays. He's in the ring with Snoop Dogg. The Miz welcomes the audience to WrestleMania. He says so Snoop Dogg and him are a perfect tag team to kick off WrestleMania because they have a lot in common. And he lists the things in common. Snoop says it's about the crowd, not them tonight. Miz says they will see some of the best matches they have seen. He lists some of the matches on the card. Then we go to the kickoff match, the start match, which we knew 2 weeks ago. For the WWE United States Championship. Hold on. Austin Theory defending his title against John Cena. Ay. When I start crying, my nose starts running. The match begins with Cena take down Theory. Cena knocks down Theory with a shoulder tackle. Theory bites Cena's ear and is chased out of the ring. Theory attacks Cena from behind. He then hits a suplex. Theory goes for the suplex, but Cena blocks it and hits a suplex. Theory fights back against John Cena. Cover 1-2 kick out. Theory with a drop kick. Cover 1-2 kick out. Theory goes for another drop kick and misses as Cena locks in the STF. Theory escapes by biting Cena's arm. Theory knocks down Cena. Cover 1-2 kick out. Theory tries to stomp. Theory, but Cena catches him and goes for the AA, but Theory hits a DDT. Cover 1-2 kick out. Both men exchange strikes and Theory locks Cena in a sleeper hold. Cena fights out and ends out of it and hits a shoulder tackle and slams him. He then hits the 5-knuckle shuffle. He picks up Theory. He knocks down the referee. Cena locks in the STF, thinking that because Theory taps out, but the referee's knocked down. Theory with a low blow. Cena hits He is low blow, and he hits the A-Town down for the win. And I don't want to be him tomorrow when he comes out in Monday Night Raw in a fucking rabid LA fucking crowd. And I liked Cena's entrance because he had all the Make-A-Wish kids, and he's notorious for that. So I'm glad that they did that. But I don't like Make-A-Wish at all, because they always, it should be open to kids with all disabilities and whatnot. And I've even reached out to them via direct message, and I said, I understand that you are fulfilling wishes of dying children, but what is the difference of kids with disabilities that parents are paying through the nose for care, and they can't do the things that you're doing, that would love to just go to Disney World for the day or go to a theme park, and my son would totally want to go and hang out with the Jets. Totally. He would be in fucking La La Land right then and there. He would be in euphoric stage. It would be like him on Christmas morning. I think Make-A-Wish should think about expanding, because I'm a special needs parent, and I pay through the nose for his stuff, and I can't do the things that like regular parents do, like go to take them to Disney World, go take them to a theme park. I would like to see that. It's a point that I know that they're dying, but they're not just the only ones that are affected by disease or disabilities. Other people are, and I just would like to have them just expanded. That's my view on it. Make-A-Wish, I'm not too keen on. I mean, they're great what they do for the kids, but other than that, no, I don't like their practices. The showcase match, Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus the Street Profits versus the Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders. They all make their way out to the ring, yada, yada, yada. The match begins with Ricochet and Chad Gable in the ring. Gable locks in the ankle lock, but Ricochet escapes. Otis tags in and knocks down Ricochet. Gable tags in and knocks down Ricochet. Strowman tags in, and then the other men enter the ring. They all brawl with each other. The Viking Raiders clear the ring and take out everyone. They hit Ragnarok on Ford. Strowman knocks them down. Gable hits a German suplex. Gable climbs the top rope. Ford tags in and climbs the rope. Ivar tags in and climbs the top rope. He goes for a moonsault and misses. Strowman climbs the top rope and hits a splash. 1-2 cover, 1-2. All teams break it up. Otis hits the world's strongest slam. He climbs the rope but is kicked by Ford. He climbs to the top rope but is stopped by Gable and Eric. Ivar and Otis hold them up, and Ricochet hits a crossbody. That was a fucking crazy spot. Strowman knocked down everyone at ringside. Dawkins knocks him down. Ricochet hits a shooting star on Dawkins and Eric. He sends Dawkins in the ring and climbs to the top rope, and he goes for it again as Ford hits the splash and Dawkins rolls him up for a win. Strowman did a fucking splash off the top rope. Kane, are you giving him fucking pointers? Because that shouldn't be done. Strowman has slowly, surely has improved. He's kept on off of Twitter, and he's actually, he's coming up, and I'm, I gotta give the guy his just desserts, Xavier Woods is backstage with Liv Morgan, Butch, and other stars. He shows that WWE 2K23 has put together a match simulate. who was the best chance to win. Rollins 58% of all time. Seth freaking Rollins, and I'm telling you, that match with the Fatal 4-Way was fucking crazy, and I enjoyed it, and I thought it was going to be a clusterfuck. Logan Paul versus Rollins, Seth freaking Rollins. The entrances were fucking crazy. Holy shit. Rollins is getting on my nerves with these fucking goddamn outfits. Logan Paul with the zip line, it gave me feels of Shawn Michaels. So that's all I'm going to say about it, but it was crazy. The match begins with Rollins knocks down Logan. He kicks him and goes for the stomp, but Logan rolls out of the way. Rollins is sent out of the ring. Rollins comes in the ring and takes down Logan. Logan tries to roll out of the ring, but Rollins catches him. Paul hangs him up on the top. He then hits a Maverick Lariat. You can't say the Buckshot Lariat because due to the fact that's Hangman Adam Page's move. And I think he does it better, Logan Paul, just saying. He punches him in the ribs. He continues to hit him in the body. Logan with knees to the midsection. Paul with a crossbody and a moonsault. Cover 1-2 kick out. Rollins catches him with a forearm. Logan hits a side Russian leg sweep. He locks in a seated octopus hold. Rollins gets out of it and they both exchange strikes. Logan with a gut wrench. Cover 1-2 kick out. Logan goes for a moonsault and misses. Rollins attacks Logan in the corner. He hits a couple of clotheslines. He sends Logan over the top rope. Rollins with a suicide dive. He does it again and again. Logan stomps his hand. Rollins goes for the pedigree, but Logan counters it and rolls him up. Logan hits him with a right hand. Cover 1-2 kick out. Rollins hits a power bomb. Cover 1-2 kick out. The Prime Bottle pulls him out of the ring and reveals himself to be KSI, Logan's partner in his business. Logan sends Rollins into the post. Paul places Seth on the announce desk. Rollins pulls KSI in the way of Paul's splash. He then hits the pedigree, cover 1-2 kick out. Rollins with an elbow to the back of the neck. He goes for the stomp, but is caught by Logan, who hits the GTS, which Cole said GTS. He climbs to the top rope, hits a frog splash, cover 1-2 kick out. Logan stomps Rollins. He goes for the coast to coast, but Rollins super kicks him and hits the stomp for the win. Winner, Seth Rollins. Yes, he should have won. Even though he doesn't have a title, he needs to win these matches to be even credible for a title. So this match, it really didn't do anything for me. It was just a way of getting these 6 women on the card. Becky Lynch, one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, versus WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus, and Lita, the other half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, versus Damage Control, Bayley, Io Sky, Dakota Kai. The match starts, both teams brawl, and Damage Control is sent out of the ring. Lynch with a baseball slide knocking down Kai. She sends Kai into the ring, and Kai hits a scorpion kick. Damage Control makes frequent tags, and they attack Becky Lynch. Sky with a springboard drop kick. They again make frequent tags and triple team Lynch. Cover 1-2 kick out. Kai with a kick to Lynch. Cover 1-2 kick out. Kai tags in and taken out by Lynch. Bayley prevents Lynch from making a tag. Lynch fights back and sends Kai to the apron. She tags in Lita and takes out Damage Control. She hits the head scissors and sends Sky into the turnbuckle. Lita attacks her in the corner. She plants Io with the vertigo. Cover 1-2 kick out. She climbs to the top rope and Kai kicks her in the back of the head. Cover 1-2 kick out. Damage control kicks Lita in the face. Bailey tags out and Io Sky attacks Lita. She tags out and Kai continues to attack Lita. Lita hits a double DDT and tags out. Trish attacks Bailey. Kai and Sky, she attacks Kai in the corner. She hits a neck breaker on Kai. Cover 1-2 kick out. Damage control taken out and Trish hits a Hurricane Rana on Kai. She hits the spine buster on Kai. Lita attacks Kai in the corner and Becky hits a leg drop on Kai. Cover 1-2 kick out. Becky with a disarmer. Bailey breaks it up. Kai tags out. Bailey slaps Lynch and goes for the rose plant, but Lynch goes for a manhanded slam. Io attacks Lynch and Bailey hits a rose plant. Cover 1-2 kick out. Lita makes the save. Oh, sorry. 1-2. Lita makes the save. Sorry. My eyes are kicking my ass. Bailey hits a Bailey to belly on Trish. Sky hits a moonsault on everyone on the outside. They all get back in the ring. They start brawling. Lita hits a twist of fate on Sky, and Trish hits the chick kick on Kai, and Trish hits chick kick on Kai, and Lita does the Lita salt. Lynch with a manhandle slam for the top rope for the win. Winners Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus, and Lita. We go to commercial. We go to commercial break. We go, and Bad Bunny is at ringside to do commentary for the Spanish announce table. All right, the entrances were all. Dominic has his prison inmate shtick, and it was good to hear Eddie Guerrero. But I would have liked to seen him come in, do the inmate thing, but then come in and just another dig at Eddie, his family. I wasn't thrilled about the outcome, but I understand it's for a bigger picture, so I'm being patient, and my patience are wearing very thin with this whole situation. And Mommy had to take care of business, and Dominic has to understand. Dom has to understand. All right, the match begins. They both come face to face, and Dominic take down Ray. Dominic sent out of the ring. They both shove each other, and Dominic knocks down Rey Mysterio. Ray with a Hurricane Rana. Dominic sent into the post, and Ray spanks him with his belt. He rolls out of the ring and pours a drink on Aaliyah. I love that. And truth be told, Aaliyah was sitting next to Buddy Murphy, which was sitting next to Rhea, which was sitting next to Dominic. Oh my Lord. I would have given fucking anything to be a fly around that area. I mean, for Christ's sakes, it's okay for Buddy Matthews to have a relationship with Aaliyah. And Cole said, oh, Rhea brainwashed him. That made absolutely no sense. So Ray comes to help her, and Dominic attacks him and sends him into the post. Dominic goes to work on Ray. Dominic with an arm drag. He hits a Michinoku driver. Ray fights back and climbs to the top rope and hits a senton. He hits a crossbody. Cover 1-2 kick out. Balor and Damian Priest come down. Dominic takes out Ray by slamming him into the corner. He hits a Three Amigos. Dominic sent to the ropes, and Ray climbs the top rope. Balor distracts the referee, and Priest stops Ray as Dominic takes advantage, both men falling out of the ring. Legado del Fantasma comes out to level the playing field. Dominic hits a clothesline on Ray. He hits the 619 on Ray and hits a frog splash. Cover 1-2 kick out. He exposes the turnbuckle. Priest hands him a steel chain, but Bunny snatches the chain. Ray hits the 619 and the splash for the win. So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Dominic hits Ray with the 619 and the frog splash, but Ray kicks out. Ray hits it on Dominic, and he wins. What logic? The logic gap was crazy last night. But I understand why they did, but fucking Bad Bunny, you got a receipt by the Judgment Day. And he's a fellow Boricua. He's a fellow Puerto Rican. I'm Puerto Rican, and he did that to Priest. The nerve, the audacity. The SmackDown Women's Championship match. Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. I was hoping for more of a entrance, especially for Rhea Ripley. After all, she got screwed at WrestleMania 36. But with the end of it, it made up for it. The match begins with Rhea knocked down Charlotte. Charlotte knocks down Rhea and sends her out of the ring. Charlotte chops Rhea but is pushed into the corner and attacked. Charlotte climbed the top rope and hits a crossbody. She attacks Rhea in the corner. Rhea sends Charlotte into the turnbuckle. Charlotte drives face first into the turnbuckle. For the love of God, you fucking tap her mouth. She bleeds. Charlotte. Whoever has done her mouth surgery needs to get another line of work. Or Charlotte needs to stop having so much plastic surgery. Rhea sends Charlotte into the turnbuckles. Charlotte drives face first into the turnbuckles. Rhea goes to work on Flair. Rhea with a forearm to Charlotte. Spine. She hits Charlotte with a clothesline and does it again. Flair fights back and sends Rhea into the turnbuckles. She hits a clothesline. Flair with a chop to Ripley. She attacks the leg of Rhea. Flair is sent to the apron but still attacks Rhea. She climbs to the top rope and dives on Rhea, and she rolls through and goes for the riptide, but Charlotte reverses it into a DDT cover 1-2 kick out. I was pissed every time that she kicked out of the riptide. And I hate that. Why does she have to always go and kick out of everybody's finisher? That's really fucking fucked up, Nobody fucking gets out of the figure eight. I'm waiting for somebody to kick out or get out of the figure eight. I'm waiting. So she goes for the figure eight, but Rhea escapes. Both women knock each other down. Flair with throws Rhea across the ring. Charlotte climbs to the top rope, but is stopped by Ripley, who hits a German suplex. Cover 1-2 kick out. Charlotte hits the natural selection. Cover 1-2 kick out. Flair is sent into the steel steps. Ripley plants her. Cover 1-2 kick out. She goes for a riptide, but Charlotte counters into a German suplex. She does it again. And I'm telling you, she never sells. She never sells. She kept popping back up. Why? Lay there for fucking Pete's sake. Ripley hits German suplex of her own. She goes for another one, but Charlotte escapes and hits a big boot. Cover 1-2 kick out. Flair goes for a figure eight, but Rhea fights out of it. Flair with a big boot, sending Rhea crashing to the floor. Flair climbs the top rope and hits a moonsault. She sends Rhea into the ring. Charlotte almost takes out the referee and Rhea with a headbutt. She then hits the riptide cover 1-2 kick out. Charlotte rolls up but can't get the win. Rhea locks in the prison lock, which is the cloverleaf, and Flair gets to the ropes, which, I was hoping that you tap. Rhea is sent into the corner. Charlotte hits a spear, cover 1-2 kick out. Both women exchange strikes. Rhea with a kick and Flair with a boot. She locks in the figure four, but Rhea gets to the ropes. Great ring awareness. Rhea sent into the post. Rhea slams Charlotte face first off the post. Rhea hits a riptide from the top rope, a super riptide. A title riptide, I call it now. For the winner and new WWE SmackDown Women's Champion. I was so fucking happy. Oh, I was so. But then they didn't focus the fucking camera on Rhea. It was constantly going back to her. Why? Why? There is no fucking reason. She should have fucking walked off like the Usos did. And that's why I'm pissed. But then she tweeted something out, and she gave her, her congratulations to Rhea Ripley, and she needs to now, she can go and do the Hollywood thing. She can maybe go do the mother thing. Maybe that's her calling right now. It's just a suggestion. And I even tweeted her out. I said, the women's division, WWE, is in good hands with Rhea Ripley. And maybe you can have a little Andrade or a little Charlotte. It's just a suggestion. She doesn't have to do it. I know Andrade would like to have children. I mean, most men would like to lengthen the bloodline. No pun intended this weekend. All right, Austin Theory is backstage. He says he did what he said, and he made John Cena believe. The Miz is in the ring with Snoop Dogg. He announces that the attendance for the night is 80,497. That's a little exaggerated. Snoop says that that he would be better than those numbers would be if Miz had a match. Miz says he put an open challenge and no one responded because people are scared of him. Yeah, no. And Pat McAfee music plays. He comes out to the ring. I'm telling you, Cole, this is going to be a thing now. Guaranteed this is going to be a thing. He starts by saying hello to the Miz. He says that he lives on social media and none of them saw Miz's open challenge, but he is wearing his WrestleMania tank top. Pat McAfee challenges Miz to a match. The Miz asks the audience if they want the match to watch this match. He says there's nothing what I'd rather do than beat him, and he says he can't make the match official, but he was making matches on Monday Night Raw. Pat makes fun of the Miz. He says Miz can't make matches official. Somebody has to be able to make the official. Snoop makes the match official. Snoop can, but Miz can't, and they're both hosts. The Miz versus Pat McAfee. Pat attacks Miz in the corner. He hits the spine buster. He sets up Miz in the corner and pushes it, and he is pushed off. Miz goes for a dive, is super kicked. Miz rolls out of the ring. Miz tries to walk away. He attacks George Kittle, who attacks Miz with a clothesline. McAfee climbs the top rope, hits a senton on Miz, and celebrates with Kittle. McAfee is the winner, and McAfee with a punt for the win. And of course, when he did a thrust kick, all I can think of is Mr. Adam Cole has essence at WrestleMania, and I hope to God one day he can have a WrestleMania match. And, he deserves it. He does deserve it. He deserves to be at WrestleMania. And whatever he's doing in AEW is basically peanuts to what he was doing with WWE. I mean, for Christ's sakes, he fucking made events at SmackDown and made events at Monday Night Raw in a span of a weekend, basically. Why isn't this man at WrestleMania? He should have been at WrestleMania 3 years ago. But fucking Vince McMahon let his ass walk out the door. And every single time I'm going to tell you on these occasions, fuck Vince McMahon. So, we get ready for the tag team title match. The undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship. The Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Little Uzi Vet performed Just Wanna Rock, and that's when the Usos came out. When Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens came out, I could see fucking Kevin Owens about to lose it. About to fucking lose it. And if they probably was saying earlier yesterday, that holy shit, we're main eventing WrestleMania. 10 years ago, if you would have told me that I would have been main eventing with my best friend at WrestleMania, I would have told you were smoking some good shit. Then, of course, Adam Cole tweets, of course, PWG with a heart emoji, and I was like, oh, why aren't you there? Fuck Vince McMahon. The match starts with Sami Zayn and Jey Uso in the ring. Jey tags in. Jey knocks down Sami, takes down Jey, and attacks him. Jimmy tags in and sends Sami over the top rope. He sends Sami into the ring post. Jey tags in and hits a suicide dive. Jey with a super kick on the outside. He goes to work on Sami. Jimmy tags in and attacks Owens. Jey tags in and attacks Sami. Cover 1-2 kick out. He goes to work on Sami. Sami sent over the top rope. He tags out and Kevin takes out the Usos with a senton. He attacks both Usos and sends Jey into the ring. He climbs the rope and hits a frog splash. Cover 1-2 kick out. Jey counters the stunner and into a neck breaker. Cover 1-2 kick out. Owens knocks Jey off and hits a senton, but Jey gets his knees up and Jimmy hits a splash. Cover 1-2 kick out. Jimmy misses the hip attack, and Owens hits a super kick and a cannonball. Every time they did a super kick, all I was thinking was, Matt Nick Jackson, where the fuck are you? Where the fuck are you? All your double or nothings and the stadium stampede or whatever you were doing there, shouldn't you be in this? Tag team wrestling was main eventing fucking WrestleMania. And I'm telling you, if they weren't watching it, I'm going to tell you fucking bullshit. Bullshit. They had to be watching this because that could be their future, because Triple H is going to fucking work his ass off to but lure the Bucks, because if they get either Kenny or the Bucks, the other ones are going to come. So this is what they got. This was basically, I think, what Triple H said. Well, I want to get the Bucks in. I want to get Kenny Omega. You need to fucking put on a spectacle that, like, saying, oh shit, they will take care of us financially and whatnot, and maybe it's time for us to go. Maybe it's time for us to get those dream matches, because they're not going to be able to do these dream matches in AEW. You know, we didn't get Sting and The Undertaker. We need the Bucks and the Usos. Now, I need it now. All right? I need it now. I completely lost my fucking notes. Jey counters into it. Sami sends over the top. Blah, 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 blah. Jey Uso counters the stunner into a neck breaker. Cover 1-2 kick out. Owens knocks Jey off and hits a senton, but Jey gets his knees up and Jimmy hits a splash. Cover 1-2 kick out. Jey misses the hip attack. Oh, then I could go further down. Hip attack, and Owens hits a super kick with a cannonball. He climbs up the top rope and stopped by Jey. Sami takes out Jey with a brainbuster and Owens with a senton. Cover 1-2 kick out. Sami climbs to the top rope and hits a splash. Cover 1-2 kick out. Jimmy Uso tags out and Jey super kicks Sami. He hits a drop kick. Cover 1-2 kick out. Jey super kicks Sami. He tags out and Jimmy and Jey super kick him. Cover 1-2. Owens makes the save. He is super kicked. The Usos super kicked him again. Cover 1-2 kick out. Jimmy tags in and they super kick him again. Cover 1-2 kick out. Jimmy tags out. They try to go for 1D, but Owens stops it, and Sammy rolls up Jay, but can't get the pinfall. Owens tries to hit a power bomb, but stopped and sent through the announcer's table. They hit the 1D on Sammy, cover 1-2 kick out. Jay slaps him. He attacks him in the corner. He hits the haluva kick on Zayn. Sammy with an exploder suplex in the corner. Sammy tags out and hits a pop-up powerbomb on both of them. Sammy hits a haluva kick to Jimmy, and Owens hits the stunner to Jay. Cover 1-2 kick out. Both teams brawl in the ring. It was like the meeting of the minds almost. It was credible, the scene after that. Owens super kicks then. Jimmy tags in and they super kick Owens and Sammy. Jay tags out. They both hit the splash. Cover 1-2 kick out. Jay tags in Jimmy and they super kick Owens. Jimmy tags out. Sammy drags Jimmy outside and Owens hits the neck breaker from the top rope. He tags out. Sammy hits the haluva kick. He does it again. Stunner from Owens to Jimmy. Sammy hits another haluva kick for the winner and new WWE Undisputed Tag Team Champions. And the emotion. Sammy's wife. And that was the bigger story. They got their moment. It wasn't Sammy's moment yet. It was going to be at WrestleMania in the main event. Excellent night one. Excellent night one with the two little caveats, but excellent WrestleMania. Now we're going to gear up for night 2, where I'm going to be getting the hell out of here so I can go. I have to eat breakfast. I have to eat brunch. It's Sunday brunch right now for me. And if this goes past midnight, I'll see you on Monday at some point. Please do me a favor. Go check out the people over at harrysharrys.com for all your shaving and toiletry essentials. Please go check out Maestro Classic at maestroclassics.com for all your beauty essentials. Please go check out Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com to murder your thirst. Please go check out Deathwish Coffee at deathwishcoffee.com. Also go check out For the Sparrows at forthesparrows.ca. Also, please go check out House of Glory at houseofglory.net, and completely brain fart on that. I will told you if this past midnight I'm going my ass to bed. Please do me a favor. Go check me out on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Mel'S Match Chat. Please go check out Facebook and Snapchat. Please do me a favor while you're here. Like, subscribe, share my videos, and turn on my bell for all notifications. Please, also, today's World Autism Awareness Day, and you know the drill. Please take a picture, hashtag it World Autism Awareness Day, and light it up blue. And please tag me into it. So have a great day. Enjoy night 2, and so far so good. Night 2, you have a lot to live up to. I will see you when I see you, okay? And don't forget, check out all the other content on my channel. Have a great Sunday. Love you all. And WrestleMania Sunday is commencing right now. Check you later. Bye-bye.